Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this brightly colored unicorn cake from start to finish. The first thing I did was fill all my cake layers with buttercream. After I fill them, I always put them in the fridge to chill just for a bit. Repeat the exact same process with the second tier. Next, I put a thick layer of icing over the top and smooth a piece of wax paper over top of that, making sure to avoid any air bubbles. Then I lay a cake board over the top of that and put one hand underneath the cake and flip it upside down. I use a level to make sure the cake is sitting even before I start to ice it. Use an offset spatula to drag the icing from the bottom up, and then a bench scraper to make sure none of it extends out past the cake board. Pop it in the fridge to chill and repeat the same process with the second tier. Next, you'll apply the buttercream all over the outside of the cake. After applying a nice thick layer of buttercream, I use a hot bench scraper to gently pull away the extra icing using the cake board as a guide. Remember that the cake is still upside down, so the cake board is currently on the top. After the cake has chilled, I'll apply a second thin layer of buttercream and do the same smoothing process to cover any air bubbles or imperfections. Once I'm done with this, I will leave both cakes in the fridge to chill for a while. Next, I'll roll out some gum paste really thin and use 2 different sizes of petal cutters to create the ears and the inner ears. Attach the inner ears to the outer ears using a small bit of water, and then pinch the base of the ear around a toothpick using a little more water to adhere it. To make the horn, you'll want to create 2 carrot-shaped pieces of gum paste and then twist them around each other. Once twisted, I like to gently roll the pieces against my work surface to bond them together even more and to smooth them out. Next, you'll want to remove any extra gum paste, and then you will wet a skewer and gently twist it up into the horn. Put the horn and the ears aside to set up. Once they've hardened a little bit, you can use some lemon extract and some edible gold dust to paint the inner ears gold. The same can be done with the horn. At this point, I pulled my chilled cakes out of the fridge and flipped them right side up and removed the wax paper. If there are any imperfections in the buttercream, you can fix them now. Next, I rolled out my fondant and measured it to match the size of the cake, wet the cake with water, and draped the fondant over the top. Drape the fondant over the top of the cake, smoothing the top first, and then working your way over the sharp edges, and gently pulling and smoothing the pleats on your way down. At the bottom, I like to use a scalpel to trim off the extra fondant. I use my fondant smoother to do a quick once over the top, place wax paper over the top, and then the board, and flip it over just like when it was buttercream. Using my fondant smoother again, I gently push the fondant down towards the bottom of the cake, which is actually the top because the cake's upside down. This creates those sharp edges. Then I like to go over it again with some plastic smoothers. At this point, I like to use a brand new sharp razor blade to cut off the extra fondant from the top, which is actually the bottom of the cake, and then flip it back over and do any final smoothing. Repeat the exact same process with the second tier. When you're covering a cake with fondant, patience is most important. Be sure you're super gentle, pulling those pleats little by little, making as many trips around the cake as you need. Be extra careful when you're smoothing. Essentially, you're creating your canvas, and this is really important. Next, I chose 6 different airbrush colors and squirted them onto a paper plate. I took my Wilton cake marker tool, dipped it into the airbrush, and then slid it along the side of the cake, which created lines. Be sure to adjust the markers on the tool between colors to create a variety of heights. The next step for this bottom tier was to roll out some more gum paste and use my star plunger cutter to cut out a whole bunch of stars. I used piping gel to attach the stars to the cake in random places. I used the same edible gold dust and lemon extract to paint the stars gold, and I even added some gold lines on the cake as well. Feel free to get creative with this part. The next step was to separate buttercream into 6 containers and color them with the gel colors that coordinate with the airbrush colors I used on the bottom tier. Next, I rolled out a piece of plastic wrap and spooned one of the buttercream colors into a strip on the plastic. Then I spooned another color next to it, rolled it over on itself, folded one end over, rolled it the rest of the way, and then twisted the end. I repeated this with all of the buttercream in different color combinations. Next, I selected 6 different frosting tips in different sizes. I placed them into piping bags with couplers as needed. Next, I began to pipe random swirls and blobs in the shape of the mane, using all different color combinations and switching them in and out of different piping bags. I like to start with the larger tips and then go in with the smaller ones and use them to fill the holes and gaps. Do the best to evenly balance your colors. Next, I painted the rest of the stars the same gold. I used some tweezers to place the stars throughout the mane. Next, I created the unicorn's eyes by rolling out 2 pieces of fondant, thicker on one end and thinner on the other, and then forming them into the eye shape. I created them next to each other and formed them side by side to make sure they were even in size. Once I trimmed them as needed, I did the same thing to create the eyelashes. I applied them to the cake using piping gel. Next, I painted them gold to match the rest of the gold details on the cake. The last step was to insert the horn and the ears into the cake and touch up any gold as needed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to post any questions below and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.